This is scary. We're inside.
You're knocking me down, up in my face, swearing my name all over the place. For doing the thing. Right now I'm looking at you and I can't believe you told me. You look like beautiful.
김남준, 김석진, 민용기, 정호성, 박지민, 김태형, 전정국, BT.
These people are not well mentored. They can't be. Because someone else that they've never met in their life has no clue who they are. They worship like a deity, like a god. But it's just another human being.
Dude, people are crazy on Twitter, the K-pop fans. It's so weird.
Fan bases are the worst. If you're in a rabid fan base, you're a part of a cult. You're a part of a hive mind.
Why is it that the image of young girls screaming their lungs out with excitement for a pop star is considered crazy, psycho, scary, a bit much?
Fangirls. You've seen them, you've heard of them, but what are they? Many would describe them as annoying, psycho, mentally ill, and many, many more derogatory labels. But is that really who they are? Today, I'll be walking you through the real world of fangirls and hopefully help you understand that they're not all so bad. What is a fangirl? The dictionary describes a fangirl as a female fan, especially one who is obsessive about comics, movies, music, or science fiction. I would describe a fangirl as a woman of any age and of any background who shares a passion for a certain topic.
I feel like when you're a fangirl or like you're fangirling, it's just you're in a state of just pure happiness. Like it's where you get to escape reality and just like really enjoy the things that you love the most.
I think it's just joy. I think just having joy and finding something that you love so much that you just want to put all of your time and energy towards. I think that's what it is. I think it's a beautiful thing. I think you can be at any age, you can be a fangirl. Like I'm still a fangirl and I'm about to turn 30 in a month. Like I will always be a fangirl forever and ever.
So it's a feeling of community and safety and also just a lot of fun because you find people who like things that are like as niche as you do as well.
So you may be wondering, how did I become interested in a project like this? Well, I myself am a fangirl, and as a fangirl, I believe it is my duty to help clear our image. As a woman, I am tired of constantly having my interests be shamed, challenged, or belittled. I hope this project empowers other fangirls to unapologetically be themselves. I also hope that this project can aid and educate those who don't understand fangirls or who have shamed fangirls in the past. Like previously mentioned, the fangirl image is not a great one. Many fangirls have had to live with this negative image for a very long time. When a group is subjected to such negativity, it is only a matter of time before people start acting aggressive towards them. Aggression towards fangirls can manifest itself in physical aggression, verbal aggression, psychological aggression, and possibly even sexual aggression.
My struggles mainly boil down to being made fun of or like being picked on. Like I remember it was really bad when I first got into K-pop because like back then it wasn't really that mainstream yet, and like people would kind of make fun of me for it, you know, for the usual criticisms like, oh, it's not in English, you can't understand them, they don't know you exist, and etc. etc.
So before I used to be like, oh, I'm not gonna expose myself as a fangirl because I don't want people to think like I'm a weirdo or like I am just immersed in like this other culture that people don't understand. So I would just try to cover it up and be like, oh, I'm into like pop or, you know, anything that's like mainstream right now.
Back in the day when Justin Bieber was at his peak, I was a huge fan. I was a believer. And I remember for my birthday, I'll never forget this. For my birthday, my mom got me a Justin Bieber cake. And back in the day, they had these huge toys on it. And it was a picture of Justin Bieber on a keychain. A huge keychain at that. And I remember bringing it to school. And some people looked at me crazy or weird. And I gave it away. I gave it away to other girls who weren't ashamed to say they were a Justin Bieber fan. And I hid that part of myself for a very long time. Same thing happened with One Direction. I remember when the book fair came around, I went and bought a One Direction poster, the One Direction poster that everybody and their mom had, and I kind of just rolled it up until I got home, and that's when I was able to enjoy it.
We kind of have tried really hard to make fangirl not a dirty word, because it's just being a fan of something.
Trends on social media move in really immense speeds. Every other day, we're getting new words added to our vocabulary. When conducting my research on fangirls, I completely overlooked the words these fangirls were using. As a fangirl myself, I have used these words many times. When I first entered the fangirl culture, I had to learn these words to be part of the conversation. If you're someone who doesn't understand fangirl culture or aren't a fangirl yourself, you probably won't know what they're talking about. Some of the words I believe are foundational to this language are stan, ult, bias, bias wrecker, shippers, antis, and OT parentheses number. When fangirls are starting to get to know each other, they'll usually ask each other, "Oh, who's your bias?" So since I am in the BTS fandom, somebody will ask me, "Oh, Evelyn, who's your BTS bias?" My bias in BTS is Jungkook. And that just means my favorite member of BTS is Jungkook. Same thing with bias wrecker. If somebody came up and asked, "Hey Evelyn, who's your bias wrecker in BTS?" What they're asking is, "Who's your second favorite member?" And I will say, my bias wrecker in BTS is V. Now, it gets a little confusing when it says OT parentheses number. So OT stands for one true. The parentheses number stands for the number of members within that group. Since BTS has 7 members, the parentheses would have the 7 inside. So since I love all 7 members, I will say I am an OT7, meaning I love all members equally and I support them all. I think it's really cool that fangirls have created their own little sub-language within the English language. Since this project revolves more around English-speaking fangirls, I can't say this is what it's like for fangirls worldwide, but I do believe that fangirls around the world also have their own language for fangirling.
Never give up.
The last key finding I will be discussing is the fangirl experience. I was able to sit down and interview various fangirls on their experience and opinions on fangirling.
Currently, I'm only a part of ARMY, or the ARMY, which is BTS's fandom.
Harry Potter for sure, and these are just like coming at me right now. Hunger Games is like also one of my number ones. It was my favorite trilogy when I was younger. And I can nerd out about the prequel for like hours, but I will not do that to you.
My top fandoms would be like ARMYs, Carrots, MOAs, Blinks, Beer Nuts, XOLs, and Engines.
Part of ARMY, MOA, Once, and Citizen, Agassi, and Swifties.
Like all of like the One Direction, I was a huge One Direction person, like fan, and also the Jonas Brothers. That's kind of where I started my fandom journey.
A lot of fangirls stated that the community they are a part of within fandoms have been their support systems. Fangirling has helped them through any kind of mental health issues. It's boosted their confidence. It's made them love themselves.
But I do say it helps boost confidence. It helps you make friends, like people who probably don't have a lot of friends. They now, because they have like a shared common interest with somebody with like K-pop, and they probably meet somebody else who's also into K-pop, it's really easy to make friends, you know?
Because fandoms have gotten so big, fangirls have learned to lean on one another, to support one another, and have given each other the power and the confidence to announce proudly to the world that they are fangirls.
Girls will be so welcoming and they'll just be like, oh, I love how you're asking me about this. Let me tell you more.
In conclusion, I think fangirls are the future. They love and support so passionately, and they know how to experience pure joy. If we could all adapt some fangirl traits, the world would be a much better place. As social media continues to grow, so will fandom. If fangirls are powerful right now, I can't begin to imagine how much more powerful they will be in 5 or 10 years. I hope this video has helped you all see the positive side of fangirls and dismantled some of those negative ideals that have been carried on by society. If you're a fangirl, unapologetically be yourself. Shout to the world and everyone you know, tell them how much you love being a fangirl. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope everyone can experience what it's like to be a fangirl, or at least know a fangirl, because it's like nothing else in the world.
But you're gonna find your people, and it's gonna come, it'll come in time, and just like keep spreading the fact that you are a fangirl, and don't be afraid to be like, yeah, I'm a fan, and I'm a fangirl at that, like, who cares? Because I think it's a beautiful thing no matter what age you are.
If you like it, and if other people can't understand it, then that's their problem.
Let women have one thing. You know, they're always taking away things from us, and now they want to take away more of our happiness. It doesn't make sense. It's just us having fun, being happy, liking things that we love. That's it. Just pure joy.